Oh, no, it was. I was waiting for it to look for the start. Hey, welcome to the Musketeers. This episode is how many states does it take to win the popular vote? I am the host today, an American Celt. With me, as always, is my little sister, my big sister, Evelyn. Tara.
You little shit. Hello, everyone.
Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Six, have you been hitting the eggnog this early in the year?
No, this is actually a spectacular amount of caffeine.
Gotcha. Okay.
How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing good. Like I said, just waking up for it.
Shit.
I said I was trying to get a nap in
Pat.
before I was supposed to be on another stream, but like I said, Tara hit me up.
Yeah.
But am I wrong? I mean, you can be on here until that show starts.
I say, yeah, it was. So I'm like, let me go on and get up and shit like that, dude. It just means I have to leave that. I'll have to leave that stream earlier because I'm gonna try to. I gotta try to hit bed by midnight in order to get up in the morning.
Yeah. I got work tomorrow myself.
Yeah, because I just heard yesterday, like, 2 people are gonna be on vacation, starting tomorrow and things like that. So I gotta do, triple the workload now. So I'm like, shit.
Good old RTO
Mm-hmm.
and PTO. That's never fun.
So I'm like, they better get it in and stuff like that because I'm gonna get their ass back come next month.
Well, hey, especially when you're the situation at work is as tense as it has become. Dude, I sympathize, man. I sympathize. Workplace drama fucks everything up for everybody, not just for the people involved, but for the whole damn place.
Yeah, especially when the workplace drama is brought upon the people themselves and things like that. That's what gets on my damn nerves. Shit.
Exactly.
She starting drama with shit that she fucking caused.
Yep. It's the collateral damage is.
Fuck the drama police.
But yeah, it's like me. It's like I'm just steering clear of stuff like that. So just in case that shit does implode, it's like I ain't getting in the mix and nothing like that. Like I said, like I'm be the first one to be like, hey, my name is Pat and ain't in that. God damn it, shit.
Yeah.
Especially if she started, like I'm saying, if the other girl will find out, I'm like, hey, shit. You know what I'm saying? You knew they were going together and stuff like that, and yet you still chose to fuck that damn dude.
Yep. Yeah, you can't go crying when it's something you yourself started. No.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Right now, like I said, she's crying online and shit like that, and I think that's what's really gonna make it, really worse right there, and that's how shit's gonna find out.
Comment anything because I can go to your profile and see.
No, yeah, I'm saying it was all DMs.
Damn.
But yeah, it's like she complaining online and secretly and shit like that. But I already know what the fuck's going on. That's why I DM'd her and told her, like I'm saying, to knock that bullshit off because she up caused that bullshit right there. And why she's sitting up there whining, he'll like, no, shut up, shit, because you deserve exactly what's going on right now.
Yep. Yeah. You reap what you sow.
Exactly. Shit.
Yeah, plenty of workplace drama where I work, and yeah, it there are very few things that can instantly drop morale in a workplace than when you have two people beefing, and yeah, just not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's it's usually over some really selfish bullshit that they bring upon themselves. So I'm sorry to hear that, Pat.
I'm good on the part. It's just I just says like when shit hit the fan, it's like I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I know somewhere they'll try to drag me into it and things like that. And that's the last thing they're gonna want to do because they think I'm gonna lie for them. I'm be like, hell no, I'm gonna tell you exactly what the hell went down. I was here when it all went popping. Now you really want me to goddamn jump into it?
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as everything goes down, they're gonna want to start pulling people aside. Hey, you take my side, take my side. No, it's none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
You figure that shit out yourself. And that is the sum of it.
Yeah. That's why I'm just choosing to stay the hell up out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides all that, what's going on?
Not too much here.
Yeah. I know me, like I said, I just dropped down my recent video. Like I don't know, it's gonna take me long to get out the original one I was gonna put out, but it's like, hell shit. I had to add a little bit more on that and try to get a little more like detail on some of them because when I was going through the video of what I was gonna do, I realized I had screwed up on like a couple of them, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta redo this.
Well, today is the first day of spring, and it harkens in the time of the 12 days of Marchmas.
Spring can go fuck itself.
Hey, so I'm liking spring so far.
I'm not a big fan of spring because mostly allergies. So much so I came up with my own holiday. So I don't know if have you seen my Marchmas Carol yet, there, Pat?
Nah, not yet.
I will send it to you.
All right.
I'm going to be having a stream the last off day of the month that I have from work. Is going to be the Marchmas Day stream, and you're invited.
Cool.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to celebrate the season of allergies because tis the season for sneezing.
Oh yeah, I'm saying mines haven't kicked in yet, so it's like shit.
Yeah. As soon as the first itchy eyes, first scratchy throat, first sneezing, first allergy headache kicks in, tis the season, and a Merry Marchmas to everybody.
And mine hasn't started doing it yet.
Scooby says I have this shamanistic ability.
You do, you asshole.
To change the weather through my celebration of Marchmas. Every day I've been posting Christmas songs on Twitter. I don't know if anybody's noticed that quite yet, but that's what I have been doing every day this month. Today's song was Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. So I've been posting lots of different versions of that song on Twitter. Tomorrow's song, I'll give you everybody a heads up. Tomorrow's song is Walking in a Winter Wonderland. So everybody look forward to 30 or more versions of Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
Lovely.
So how you doing there, Tara?
I'm doing all right. As Irving's girlfriend puts it, the lady curse has hit me.
Oh, the lady curse. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so yesterday I was extra special emotional. Today I'm extra special bitchy.
So you've got the claws out already. So okay.
Yesterday I came home and I always go and read Scooby's Discord to see who he's been talking to, and, trying to do what I told everyone I was going to do. And I see where Burnside had messaged him and was talking about how he saw this Armenian chick with a nice ass, and I got all emotional.
Oh, Burnside.
And so I messaged him and I was like,
oh, damn.
an Armenian cunt, huh? He goes, yep. I was like me, huh? He goes, politically, yes. And so I'm crying and bitching to Scooby. I'm like, and she's local and everything like that. And, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. But turns out she's a secret socialist, so that's not going to work out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, you know, at least with me, you know, Burnside likes the fact that, you know, I'm open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just say it's my way or the highway. Well, on certain things it is.
Yeah, if you're red, the possibility is dead.
No.
But I told him, I was like, you know, the only thing I like about socialism is universal health care. But I have so many different issues, and I can't see doctors due to the fact that I don't have health care. So that's the only reason why I think it's good. Other than that, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Socialism's kind of a deal breaker with me, too.
So, you know, and then I told him, I was like, but I still want you to take care of me. He was bitching, saying, you know, why is it, you know, your man tries to take care of you, it's a bad thing, but the government does, it's a good thing. What the fuck? I'm like, you can still take care of me. I just want universal health care.
Like, what?
Like, you know, I don't want them to bug me or anything like that. Just, you know, give me health care. I'm happy. You can do everything else.
Yeah. Well,
what are you gonna do?
If he would rather, I will sit on my ass and do nothing. I mean, as it is, I'm planning on, if I don't get my disability this go round, I have some friends that work at the local Circle K's. One of them being a store manager. And I already know he'll put in a good word for me.
Cool. Yeah, for all those that want to work, there should be jobs available.
All of our Circle K's are hiring. If I have to, I'll work at Dollar General. But the thing is I can't do all the heavy lifting that they'll want me to do.
Yeah.
So, but I have doctor's notes.
Yeah.
And they can't go against doctor's notes.
Well, ideally, though there are some businesses that are kind of jackasses about it. So I won't name any names here, but so in the past I've worked with a guy that he was actually in a wheelchair, and he still got some shit from the culprit, the skulkers from corporate. I'll just put it in this. The skulkers from corporate that come around skulking around and being snooty about standardization and all this other bullshit that that's not standard. So well, I'm gonna have an issue about it, and it doesn't matter to me that you're in a wheelchair. So you know, I'll be an asshole to you. Yeah. It's sometimes there's examples of that. So, but then again, the guy we were dealing with was an asshole, and so it's we didn't do what the dude was asking us to do, because fuck it, our coworker's in a wheelchair. We're not gonna screw him over just because some corporate skulking jackass comes in here and tells us what to do. Hell no. That ain't how it works, man. We're looking out for our guy. And you know that they could Mr. Corporate skulking guy could come in here and fire us all on the spot. We don't care. You know, when it comes to working, when it comes to having a good team building experience, a good team atmosphere, my philosophy has always been go team. Unfortunately, corporate also has their own culture, corporate culture. They're not go team.
There go money, 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 money.
Yeah, such as the difference between the more capitalist philosophy of go team versus the corporatist philosophy of go corporate. Anyway, that's my little mini rant there.
Your little rant.
My little rant.
Yeah, I miss working. I really do. My favorite job I ever had was working in Valdosta, Georgia, at a fast foods convenience store.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that job immensely.
Yeah, because you had a go team attitude.
I had a kick-ass boss too.
Yeah.
I told him one day, I was like, I'm gonna have to like walk into work tomorrow, so I'm gonna close up the store early tomorrow so that I can walk back home at a decent time. And he's like, why? I was like, because I'm about to be out of gas. I only have enough gas to make it home, and then I'm gonna be out of gas.
Yeah.
He gives me $20, says fill it up, and I was like, okay, when I get paid, I'll pay you back. He said, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know why? Because you earn that respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire thing behind the philosophy of go team. It is a meritocracy.
Well, what it was,
it is.
We'd already had one girl that was constantly calling out, and guess who had been called in to take her shifts, even though it was causing me to do doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
So he was like, no, he's like, you're getting paid by the hour, but you're low on gas. He goes, where's all your money going? I was like, dog food, gas in the car normally, my rent, my electric bill. And I thought for a minute, I was like, and that's pretty much all the money I have.
Yeah, I'm saying that's where usually the majority of my stuff is going, like bills and my children.
Like, what about food for you? I was like, dog food don't taste too bad.
Oh boy.
I wasn't really eating dog food, but it was my comment to him. So he calls his wife, and she's a manager at another store. And it was her day off. She comes up there and hands me three gift cards, $100 a piece.
Oh.
To Harvey's Grocery.
Whoa. See, Tara, this is as a result of your good job performance. This is something that you earned by being reliable.
Yeah, it was the fact I didn't complain much. I called out twice since I was hired. And both of those were due to car issues.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Make that 3 times. One of them was because of my back, and that one was excused because it was actually because I had to go do a workman's comp thing.
Yeah.
Because by then I had my first 2 bulging discs in my back, and workman's comp is like, we need you to come in like right now. I was like, well, do you know how long this is going to take? Nope, you're going to come in. Okay.
Sounds like regular workplace bureaucracy.
Pudding!
And speaking of Armenian.
Yeah,
we heard.
oh, Joy, do tell.
Just rest your nipples there, buddy.
Hey, Burnside.
Oh, sorry, that's Tara's job.
No worries, son.
Yeah, baby. I told them how I was extra emotional yesterday, and today I'm extra fucking bitchy.
Oh, nothing new.
Wait, that's not your normal you?
No, actually, it's not.
When women bleed, they get very emotional in every which type of direction.
Oh, I know. That's every Christmas.
God, I'm saying that.
Yeah.
How you doing there, Burnside?
Managing. How's things going with you, Six?
I'm. So I've had quite a bit of caffeine the last maybe 40, 45 minutes. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to be doing some filming late at night, or maybe I might I'll do it tomorrow morning. But yeah, I'm gonna be, and I'm actually not looking forward to this, even though this is something that I did every day for about maybe 2 months straight. Is that I will sing the entirety of 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Real quick, whoever gave the downvote, you're a dick.
That was Bernie Sanders.
To be poor until you have full-blown equal socialism.
Stop! You're sounding like a Nazi version of fucking
But that is the greatness of Sandinism.
Like Churchill, shut up.
That's what he sounds like, though.
No, no, there's more due to it.
We do it because we
have due to
it. Embrace socialism and the bread lines and the rectile dysfunction pills.
As somebody who is 1% Jew, I approve of this message.
He approves of 1% of this message.
And as someone who has had a Jew in me, I don't.
That's we call that the kosher dill.
Oh, nice.
Well, actually, it was a half Jew, so.
So a little dill pickle, half dill.
That's what I'm saying. Was it a midget?
It was a kosher dill cut in half.
No, his mom is Jewish. His dad is Christian.
Oh, sounds like a clusterfuck.
Actually,
that sounds like more present
together. Although his mom hates me.
Oh, don't worry. They tend to hate everybody.
No, you're going to steal him from his current wife, and I seriously looked at her, and I said, Mrs. L, if I wanted him back, I would have already gotten him back. I was like, I don't want him. I was like, he was an asshole as a teenager. I didn't want him. I left him then. I don't want him now.
She's just being a grumpy heeb. Just just throw some ashes at her. She'll calm down, or she'll go into an epileptic shock. That'll calm her down or give her something to genuinely bitch about.
Oh, so you guys know how I had that post in that group, and people in several different groups, and people were harassing me. Well, the woman in one group who started the harassment decided to comment again.
Oh.
After the admins had backed me up. So
like, this one about the satanic wedding.
Yeah. You're really not supposed to advertise businesses here. And I was like, really? I see it happen all the time. I'm leaving it up until an admin removes it. And then I screenshotted where an admin had already said that everything I was doing was perfectly fine and it's not getting removed. And I sent it to her on the same message. And so the admin commented, and then I made a post on my Facebook. And next thing I know, my ad is gone. I was like, what the fuck? I got a message from the admin asking me to repost the ad because they can only delete so many comments before it starts telling them just to turn off the comments.
Mm.
So I reposted the ad, and she put in there flat out that, you know, everything I'm doing is perfectly fine. And the same woman is like, but you're not supposed to advertise businesses here.
I'm like, but the admin is.
Well, I mean,
the first one to comment saying it's okay.
But it's not the great word of the Dark Lord Mark Zuckerberg, the most heebest of heaves, the most crooked of nose, the most shekel of the shekels, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if the
hear my
Burnside, I resent 1% of those comments.
It's like, if the admin of the group says it's okay, then hell, shit, the people who complaining ain't got shit to say about it.
Now Pat can go and look at this himself. My brother's already done a reaction to it.
Well, here's an interesting thing, Burnside. This is an odd little segue here. Is that according to the one drop rule, I could apply for Israeli citizenship.
Well, you know, you know what you could do is if you were to get a whole bunch of old historical paperwork and shit, especially like if you threw some history books at them from you know, the conquistadors and stuff, you could actually say you were a historically Hasitically oppressed Jew, and you demand that they give you Israeli citizenship because of your Semitic suppression.
Right.
All right, so here's my Facebook post. I go, so the same woman who started drama on my ad in the group just commented again saying, you're not really supposed to advertise a business. So me being me, I told her it's staying until an admin removes it. Then I screenshot and posted to her where an admin had already commented saying my post was allowed. So to Donna, which I'm not saying the rest of it, read before you comment, and you're just pissed off because the admins backed me. And then, you know, after she had said that on the original post, and the admin came back backing me. And so I commented on my own post going, and boom, the admin hits that bitch again.
At first, you don't succeed. Get knocked down again and again and again and again.
You know.
Until you get to ride that horse, and then you eat that horse. To go Dragon Ball.
It's right in there in the comments saying what I have done does not violate Facebook TOS nor their group terms of service. So why the fuck is she still bitching?
Because she has nothing better to do.
Exactly.
And she can go suck a big fat donkey dick.
I'm sure she will.
I had someone saying, you know, screw the naysayers. You know, she's glad that there's someone, you know, willing to marry anyone. And I was like, okay, go tell everyone you know.
No.
I mean, I'm just trying to make the money to get to more because Burnside and I have realized that we're not going to see each other before then.
Yeah, shit keeps happening.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would have, you know, seen each other multiple times by now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go and try and get up the money to at least pay for my plane tickets again. I want to be able to pay for my part of the hotel room. I'm gonna make sure that I have some food stamps so I can cook for us again, since that worked out pretty well. And
oh yeah.
Puddin', I'm guessing you want me to make jambalaya again.
Yes.
We got to make sure Scooby eats some this time.
Let's make more then. We'll just make more.
Puddin', by the way, since I know you'll be packing lighter than I do because I'm a woman, I have to pack heavy. I want you to bring some Tupperware containers so that Scooby can take food home.
Oh, sure. I'll grab Tupperware.
And that way he can take some of the jambalaya home. His mom can have some, Peaches can have some, and he can have some since his mom ate all that I packed for him.
Sounds good to me.
But I'll make
Yes,
sure that I find out if I can get a ride close to or to the 2-story Walmart out there, so I can get the slap your mama, so that I'm not adding those giant pieces of red pepper
Cool. Sounds
that we both almost fucking died on.
Oh God, that stuff was painful.
Somebody's asking me what's with all the Christmas music in March. And I'm telling them straight up. I made a holiday that celebrates the spring allergy season.
Nice.
And who's asking you this?
Shady Grin.
No idea who the fuck that is.
Oh, shady.
Mm-hmm.
He has invented the greatness that is Marchmas.
I have it set
I
to
have.
live chat. Are they in the chat, or are they DMing you?
This is on Twitter.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
Lawrence is in the chat. Hey, Lawrence.
Hey, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Bobby didn't pick up his phone today either. He must be a little busy with the missus.
Bow chicka wow wow, chicka wow wow.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Either that or they're having movie night again. Whichever or.
Oh,
Nothing
and
more.
I'm making sure I'm bringing Phantom of the Opera, the horror movie version, so that you can see that.
Cool.
Do I need to bring Gran Torino? Have you seen that?
Oh, I've seen that one. That was
Okay.
a good movie. Gran Torino was a good movie. I liked it. Nothing like a good old-fashioned foot in the ass, Clint Eastwood style. He's just looking at the fucking yuppie that's trying to be fucking ghetto in front of the crack babies, and he's just like, he called you his bro. Oh, ain't that nice? Look at this dumb hillbilly motherfucker trying to think he's one of your people. Why don't you shoot the bastard? Better yet, why don't I shoot the bastard? And then I'll shoot all of you bastards. You dig? Yum yum. Get in the car. Get the fuck out of here. I fucking love that scene because I was like, this is me when I get old and I talk to everybody who's not from Chicago. Like literally, like that's like my perception, and like half the arguments I wind up running into with people when they're over on the east side, and these all these people are, we're looking for the casino. Oh, really now? You should get your dumb fat ass back on that bus. We'll take you straight to that casino. It's about 4 miles over the border that way. You really need anything else, you're a dead motherfucker. Get the hell out of my neighborhood.
So you get married, we're moving back to Chicago?
I don't know. We'll see.
I thought we were going to move down here.
Oh, hell no. I'm not dealing with alligators and alligator fornicators and all those junkies. If I want junkies, I'll go south of 95th. Or shit, no.
Well, see, that's why we're not moving, into, those areas. We're moving into, my area, Gainesville.
Great. Town full of sodomites and people who think they're being abducted by aliens when they do cocaine.
No,
Awesome.
no, we don't have that issue.
Oh, I'm shocked.
We have the sodomites, but they actually have their own club and they're decent people.
Don't let it fool you.
People with sodomites? That's something I'm not used to. That might be a bit of a culture shock.
Yeah, decent. They are decent people.
Oh, holy shit. I'll have to check that out.
That's why I keep telling you, come and visit. I will take you to the club that, the UC University Club, which is bi, straight, gay, lesbian. And you will see they are really decent people.
Interesting. That's something I'm not used to running into. I'm used to these queer-looking motherfuckers where they dance around like a bunch of rabid fucking sodomites. They have the rainbow pattern on their shirt with the hammer and the sickle and all this other goofy Chi-Com-looking stupid shit.
Well, that's because they're up north in Chicago. This is Gainesville, Florida. Down here, they don't have to, bear it all. We don't care.
That's cool, because I'd rather they bared nothing.
Well, that's just it. They don't, for the most part. I mean, I'd end up taking you on drag night.
Would you like them all in body bags?
No, because I want you to meet London.
Might be a good idea to not take me. Not gonna lie, after the latest thing I've seen from InfoWars about a lot of these degenerate fuckers bringing children around those and doing all sorts of...
Nope, they don't do that here either.
Oh, God.
No, the gay community, honestly, the gay community is the first ones that'll call DCF on somebody for doing that.
Yeah,
they must be an enigma.
I'm telling you, Florida is not like the rest of the fucking country.
That's been...
As much as you don't like the Florida government, they introduced a bill that would ban censorship on social media.
Say what now?
The Florida government is introduced a bill that could actually fine social media like Twitter for censoring people.
Interesting. I'll have to get that passed over the border if possible. Because that, sadly, with Premier Pritzker in power, they probably would not back something like that because, communism is God because, people are mentally retarded these days, Yeah. Gotta love that fucker. He's trying to put through this fucking mileage tax, so we all gotta drive around with these little boxes in our cars like we're a bunch of fucking convicts. So he can tax us by the mile or just give us a higher gas tax.
Yeah, we don't have that either.
You will if you accept socialism.
No, the fuck we won't.
Yes, you will. It is socialism, comrade. The great socialism of Sandinism, promoted by J.B. Pritzker. Roll it, fat man in little suit.
You know what? We go further south. There's this town called Tampa that literally has a river that splits Florida in two. They can have the upper half. We'll all live on the lower half and be pirates again.
Cool.
Oh,
Rape, pillage, plunder.
Wait, what?
I said, cool. Rape, pillage, plunder like Vikings. Awesome.
I heard you. What was Pat saying?
No, I'm sitting right here like I'm on Twitter and like I'm saying in Danklin and shit like that. Have you seen his latest tweet?
I don't get on Twitter much. I've been on Facebook the most in the last 3 days than I have been in the last fucking 5 months.
Danklin, like I said, they got like a black pug now. So now it's like with this pug right here is like, he says black power. and the pug just goes.
And the pug lifts its paw?
Yeah.
That's funny. It's a power pug. Oh, great.
Yeah, he tweeted like I said, like, here we go again.
All right, I gotta see that.
Bad Dankula.
I love that Scotsman. He's funny,
You know what I'm saying, man? And that's what it is. I'm saying it's just to be funny and shit like that.
Yeah, his absolute Madland series is pretty good too.
Yeah, it's sad, man. This is why I don't do comedy tours and shit because people sue you nowadays for stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
man.
Because everybody want to be fucking ultra sensitive and shit like that, man, and just ruins every goddamn thing. But then it's like the people. But then it's like the people they find funny.
I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna screen share it. Here we go. There we go. Share. Stop being laggy. I hit share, god damn it. All right, baby brother, click on me and click present. Am I presenting?
Black Pearl.
Is she?
All right, you click on, there's a little down arrow when you click on me. You click on that and it's going to say present to all. You click on that.
Okay.
Well, I did what you said, but there's no way for me to know if everyone else is seeing it.
Pat, are you seeing just me at this point?
Well, when you talk.
Only when I talk. Okay.
Well, I announce. Nope.
Yes,
I don't know if it's
my brother's not clicking present to everyone.
Well, let's see. There's hide from broadcast. Stop presenting. Eject and mute.
I guess I'm being presented.
Mm.
All right, here we go.
Black Pearl. Black Pearl.
I bet they still arrest him for it.
Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, one more time.
What the fuck did he say?
Black Pearl. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Round 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Like I told you, man, anybody with a wild sense of humor and shit like that, they can see the humor in that. But like I said, but if you're easily offended, ultra sensitive snowflake, you
All right, stop
I'm
presenting me.
Okay.
Shit like that is why I don't do comedy tours, man. I'm an exceptionally psychotic motherfucker. Like people telling me all the time, "Hey, you do comedy, man. You do comedy." I'm like, I would, but I have a deathly allergy to communist lawyers.
But the wild part is, like I said, the people who claim to be ultra sensitive and shit like that, they're the ones that be doing the worst shit, because the shit that they be finding funny and stuff like that be 10 times as goddamn worse.
Oh yeah, the shit they find hysterical is mentally retarded or genocidal.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're looking at like Jeffrey Dahmer shit with like little children are like, oh, it's so progressively entertaining, and it's like, no, it's fucking psychotic. It's like that, or they try and put like their fucking political labels and everything and laugh at it. It's like sap the humor out of everything. How is this funny? They're fucking nuts.
Yeah, and I hate the virtue signals and shit like that. And like, oh, you can't say that. You're gonna offend, you're gonna offend such and such and this and that and everything. Especially like, like the virtue signaling white people who try to fucking, like I don't speak for us. Like, oh, you can't say that. You're gonna offend the poor people of color and shit like that. Like, I need fucking protection from from goddamn jokes. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's why I fucking hate yuppies, man. They love doing that shit, They think they'll get black friends doing shit like that, and it's like, nobody wants to see you do that bitch ass shit.
Like, no, you can't say that. You're gonna hurt the poor black folks' feelings. And as a white person, I feel like you're wrong from doing that. I'm like, man, shut your ass up. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's like, bitch, please.
Yeah.
Like one time on a fucking Twitter, I told this one chick to we were arguing about something, and it had to do with Florida laws. That someone was going overboard on beating someone or some shit like that, and it was a cop doing it. And I was like, "Bitch, you live in fucking North Carolina. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your plantation and stop talking about our fucking laws."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Wow, what a racist." And I'm like, no, I've been through your part of fucking North Carolina. It's nothing but fucking plantations. Nothing but fields.
Yep.
She's like, well, you're assuming I'm black. I'm like, I'm sitting in the car with my friend who is black, and she thinks it's fucking funny.
Hey, it's funny and it's true. Go through the fucking fields, ain't shit but fucking tobacco plantations and shit like that, and it's like...
Actually, it's mostly cotton.
Even better.
And so, I took a picture. She's like, sure, you're sitting next to a black person. So I took a picture of my friend, and I posted it. She's like, right. So I wrote something on a piece of paper, and so my friend held it, and I took a picture. And she's like, nice Photoshop. I'm like, you stupid bitch. Even both her hands are being used. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not Photoshop.
Cognitive dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you can't say anything about your black people.
Oh yeah, boy, they hate the fact that black people like us exist, man. Like say, I'm saying we're not offended about anything and everything. We're not claiming oppression and woe is me and eyes is me, my reparations and shit like that. Oh, they hate They hate that that we actually out here, goddamn it. We don't get offended. We earn our goddamn keep. We seize opportunities and shit like that, and we ain't fucking whining all the damn time.
It upends their narrative.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. They're a bunch of fucking psychotic degenerates. The shit that they basically want to do is they want to try and take some type of Soviet-type psychotic neophyte system and basically apply it to your people. Like, they bitch and whine about slavery and all this shit all the time. But, oh, no. Don't you leave our little Soviet plantation, homeboy, No. We're going to protect you from all them bad white Nazis and shit out there. And it's like, people out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, I had read what I had written to the chick, to my friend, and she's like, she started busting out laughing. I was like, so I take it you take no offense? She goes, no, that's fucking great.
Yeah, the only other thing you needed to add was like, if you were able to take pictures of plantation houses, try and see if you find some Leatherface looking motherfucker skipping through the fields with the chainsaw.
Well, it's kind of hard to do Photoshop on your phone.
Yeah, but you can't tell people that. It's like,
No, I flat out told her, it was like, they don't have an app for Photoshop for phones.
Yeah, that they do not.
Oh, and my roommate tonight and I almost switched services because our company decided that they were going to try and bill us $30 more because they were trying to charge me for the full price for the payments on my phone, which is $33 a month, when we were told that it was only going to be $5 a month because the phone that I wanted, which would have been free, they were out of. So they gave me this other phone at only $5 a month.
Okay.
And so my roommate called acting like me and threw a fucking fit, and we got it fixed. I was like, so we're going to have to call them every month and fix this, but if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, just keep putting the foot in their ass. I'm sure they have nothing better to do other than to snort cocaine off a gator's ass crack.
Oh, pretty much she's just going to end up paying off our phones, each of them, and then we're just going to switch over to what's known Boost Mobile.
Cool. I like them. They're a decent company. Boost is good.
Then why do you have Cricket?
I don't have Cricket. I got Boost. I just got a phone that at one point belonged to Cricket, and then I jury-rigged it to work for Boost.
Oh, okay. So you got an unlocked phone. All right.
Yeah. We gave it to them. They pushed a whole bunch of buttons, made some weird noises, and the next thing you know, okay, it works. I don't know that technological shit. I'm used to beating shit with a fucking hammer. Like that. Did they ever tell you how I wound up getting a fucking smartphone?
No.
Okay. My mother bitched me out for like 4 months straight that I had to have one, that I couldn't have my flip phone. So for nearly half a year, she bitched at me until finally she practically threw one down my throat and went, all right, fine, I'll get this fucking thing. Yeah, that's how I wound up having one of these fancy phones, as I still call them every now and again. And sometimes I regret it because these
get
things
a
are
fucking cell phone, period. I was tired of only having the internet to contact you with. Especially when I wanted to send you the risque pictures. And then you still couldn't really see them because of fucking the fact that you had a flip phone.
Oh, dang.
Well enough.
Yeah, but they were, what, 8 pixel? Jesus.
Oh, it came in full resolution. I just really couldn't download it. I had to keep it in the messenger, and then I'd have to plop it up and look at it. That was the only downside. I mean, if I wanted to get full resolution, I had to take the charging cord, plug it into the laptop, and then go pull it up that way, which worked fine for me. The only thing that pissed me off is whenever I tried to set custom wallpapers and shit, that didn't want to cooperate. So I wanted to put on my old propaganda flyers I had at the time as the backgrounds and wallpapers and shit like that, and just didn't want to fucking cooperate. And at the time I was primitive. I really didn't know how to, scale shit and do crap like that, I'll start learning the ways of Photoshop.
Mm.
Whereas now I'm like really fucking good with it. Making fucking flags and banners and cool shit like that.
I need to work on some stuff for Redbubble.
At some point I'll get to that. I got a couple other miscellaneous side projects. Gonna get back to working on that first floor of that nightclub thing I want to do.
But I also need to work on my interview at the horse farm, the horse retirement farm.
Nice.
Oh no, it's great, Pat, because I went up to one of the horses saying, "You want to say goodbye?" Because it started walking up to me, and it literally went up to the camera and goes,
"Oh, that's adorable."
Anyway, like I said, I just got the Hangout link for the other one right here, so I got to go over here and jump on to the other stream, like in a moment.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Minis of the Zoo talking about a couple of issues and things like that. Shoot.
"Tell them I miss them and I want to come on again."
All right,
if you get a hold of Inquisitor, I have a very specific question.
Mm.
Okay. This is going to be some real nerdy shit to remember, so don't worry if you fuck it up. I'm sure just, if he's not sure what the hell it is, just have him bug me about it. I need to know if Primaris Marines can be Legion of the Damned Marines, because I wound up getting a handful of them by happenstance, and I'm like, what the fuck do I do with these things?
Do you want me to message him on Discord?
Sure. If he gets the message.
Primaris Marines, that shit, I'll fuck that up.
It's Warhammer shit. It's the one thing I can always bug him for. Is because I was drunk as hell and we were talking about this last time, and I wound up running into something else that wasn't what he told me, and I was like,
"What of the Damned?"
Legion of the Damned. They're a bunch of like Hellspawn Space Marine Harley Davidson looking badass motherfuckers.
That's another thing I'm gonna do when I start live streaming. I'm gonna just start having brain through long, talking about certain things
for you,
even if I don't know shit about it, so I can learn about it. Like, what the fuck is this I be hearing about? So
there you go. I got you covered.
Thank you, Carlin.
All right, but anyway, let me get set up and get up over there early. All right, I'll see y'all later, though.
All right, see you later, Pat.
Tell him we said hi.
Take it easy, Pat. Yeah, so sorry I was gone there for a little while.
He responded. He says, "No, Primaris came way after the Legion of the Damned died."
Damn it! These things are useless to me. Crap.
But,
well, there goes that plan.
Well, I have no idea what the context of the conversation was. I was gone for a little while. I was getting phone calls.
It's all good. No, I wound up being gifted more or less some Space Marines, and I can't do with them what I wanted to do with them. So I'm gonna do something else with these things, or trade them for other shit. Damn it!
Stay down.
That's a pity.
Stay out of my ramen. Cody's trying to sniff into my pork ramen. The only ramen really worth eating. Well,
I disagree. I'm a shrimp ramen fan.
Yeah, shrimp, chicken, or sometimes it's beef or pork.
I prefer the kind you get at Jewel. That kind's really tasty.
Oh, natural. Good too. Chili ramen.
That's okay. I see the pink packaging. It's like, yeah, tonight's gonna be shrimp ramen night.
Ugh.
Okay, don't want some seafood ramen?
No.
There was a major monkey wrench into my plans. Damn it. Crap.
What?
I was just hoping that I could take these Primaris Marines that I got and paint them like Harley Davidsons, and then bam, Legion of the Damned. But it is not an option. Fuck.
No.
So I gotta find something else to do then.
I take it this is all a Warhammer thing.
Yes.
Yep. All Warhammer. Long story short, I'm in a competition with a buddy of mine. He wants his army to face my army, and I want to kick his ass, so I'm doing some 40K Tom Clancy shit. Long story short, I want to use the Legion of the Damned guys because not only do they look like a bunch of fucking napalm death Harley Davidson motherfuckers, but they got these really neat abilities that I like. And yeah, the only thing that sucks is these newer Space Marines they have. I cannot make them into those Harley Davidson badasses, which is a pity. Because long story short, they're bigger, tougher, meaner, can take more hits, and it's like, ooh, that would be really good. And I got a few of them for free. You know, so I was like, oh, damn, all right, you know, maybe I can do something with these, and I cannot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll have to ask them if they can be Grey Knights or something, so at least, you know, Nightcrawler can make use of them.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have much to contribute to the conversation as far as Warhammer goes. I was never really into that.
That's all good.
I'm asking if they can be Grey Knights.
Yay! Thank you.
What a
But
girl prep for.
My experience with Warhammer is pretty much isolated to in Warhammer 40K RTS from maybe about 10 or 15 years ago.
Ah, I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah, that's what got me into it. Good game, my friend. Good game.
Yeah, at the time I was playing a lot of Age of Empires, StarCraft, Warcraft, Dune Emperor, Total Annihilation.
I love Total Annihilation.
Yeah, I was playing a lot of RTS games back then. Mostly StarCraft.
Yeah, StarCraft was good. StarCraft 2 was ridiculously awesome. Total Annihilation's good. God.
I love the music in Total Annihilation. That was some amazing shit.
I don't really remember the music too much.
Oh, it was great music because it had this very symphonic, epic sort of scope thing. It's like really got you into the just like the epicness of like building your units and sending them off to kick ass. It was like, yeah.
Nice. If I could ever get it to work on my fucking computer, I'll be able to play it again, but it doesn't want to work on my newer computer.
Yeah, you got to find a compatible version with whatever version of the operating system you have. And they creep up every now and again because people who are actually fans of these games, you know, tweak versions that you can actually get. I remember I got a copy of NHL 95, a freeware copy.
Oh, cool!
And it was compatible with the version of Windows that I put it on, which was really awesome because what I used to do back in the day is I used to play it a lot, of course, but I used to run simulated seasons and stuff like that. Yeah, I would sit there and watch the computer play itself for entire seasons.
Oh, cool!
I'm not kidding you. And a pattern emerged because I would try to keep the lines up to date when I saw somebody get traded. I would try to as closely as possible match what the lines were in real life. And a pattern emerged that this is before they were the Colorado Avalanche, so they were still the Quebec Nordiques. Them and the Florida Panthers would always meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. This is, of course, before the Nords went off to the Western Finals, the Western Conference to become the Avalanche. So they would always meet in the Eastern Finals. Well, lo and behold, this is not even 6 months I noticed this pattern emerge. These two teams routinely would meet in the Eastern Finals.
Mm-hmm.
These teams, this was in 1996. These teams met in the real Stanley Cup Finals.
Ah, nice.
So
that is actually pretty neat.
my lowly computer game was able to predict a real life event 6 months prior to it actually happening.
So you're telling me your computer was basically a bookie and you didn't even know it?
Yeah, if I had the inkling that this was coming out as accurate as it ended up being, I could have made me a bit of coin there. I could have made me a bit of coin.
That's a pity.
Because yeah, it was like 7 times out of 10, the Nords would beat the Panthers. So that would have predicted that the Avalanche would have won the series. But yeah, that's stuck with me today. For over 20 years, that's stuck with me.
Damn.
The predictive nature sometimes.
The one thing I thought of was like when I was a kid, and they had like, speaking of Super Bowls and shit like that, is they had like a Digimon Super Bowl for the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there as a kid and I was like, what the hell? This is the coolest shit.
Okay, Burnside. Primaris are Primaris. Gray Knights are Gray Knights. They're all mutually exclusive. You cannot use them for anything else.
Ah, crap. These things are useless then. Shit. I'll have to ask him if he wants to trade anything then. Yeah. Thank you, darling. Well, that puts kibosh on that. Son of a bitch. Well, I'll have to think of something out. But anyways, back to the other thingamajigger. Yeah, the thing I was thinking of is, what if you could have like how you got like different RTSs and that, and you'd actually have like a Super Bowl of something like that? Because I thought it would be really neat if the Digimon series had like its own like as they're like doing whichever series it was, Tamers and shit. They're doing their Digimon Bowl thing. I was like, how cool would it to have like a nerd bowl like that, where like they as like either like a convention or a game or some stupid shit like that, or like you have like a Pokemon Bowl, a Digimon Bowl, a GI Joe Bowl, or some cool shit like that. Because I mean, like nowadays, the big thing is nerd sport. Everyone's got their nerd sport things with the Korean team raping everyone's soul just because they can and stuff, and they make money with it.
Because they can RTS like nobody's business.
Oh fuck yeah, all the goddamn time. Like every other time you used to tune into StarCraft 2, they're having their own type of nerd bowl. It was like the Koreans and the Polish are going at it like World War II. It was fucking crazy.
So Lawrence is in the chat.
What is he up to?
Yeah, he was in there earlier. I think he went away now.
Oh, okay. No. Like I said, we got talking about NHL '95, and he wasn't having it. I'm an NHL '96 fan.
Probably made the poor guy feel old. Oh.
No, yeah. What I really liked about NHL '95 is that it was very easy to do that kind of it was set up very easily to do that. Just watching the games play out, computer versus computer, and it didn't make you have to actually click on a button. So I always felt with later iterations, if you had to actually click the button to get the second or third period started, that you were interfering with the process, and it was no longer like a fair contest between the computer and the computer.
Right.
So as long as it was an automatic process where after a certain amount of time, it would automatically start the next period. It was more of a pure contest between the computer and itself. I don't know. That was just, I always felt that was I liked that more than later iterations, because I felt that my interaction was somehow tainting the results.
Mm-hmm.
Like my interjection into the numbers of probability have altered the course of what the contest would have originally been, had I not ever been a part of the process in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. That's just the way I thought about it. Then again, I was drinking a lot back then, and
Well, it seemed like you were very methodical for a drinker.
Oh yeah, very, yeah. Hey, when I am lit, my friend, I get meticulous, particularly when it comes to food.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys, and I would StarCraft pretty hard.
Yeah, I fell off that horse a while ago. I just got tired of having to update just all the fucking time when I boot it up, because
Yeah,
I like all the different mini games and shit that people make for StarCraft. It's fun as fuck. You know, I'm okay at the regular game versus the computer. Versus the person, it's, oh god, it's very rare that I win, because it's like fighting 4chan trolls, man.
yeah. Well, when you're playing somebody online, you're playing against somebody that only plays online, and that's all they ever do. So you're playing, particularly when you're playing against one of these South Korean guys that have split-second reaction time as far as their hotkeys go.
Yeah.
And they have it down where they have in their mind all these movements stacked up, and they know exactly how they're going to hit you every time, and how long to pause, how long to do all kind of things that will make you trap your units in certain areas where they'll just go in there and nuke you.
Nice.
And then you leave your buildings vulnerable, and then they come in and Zerg rush you or throw their Protoss carriers at you, and you don't have the ground units that can attack air units, or you don't have the ground units that are good against land units, and they just come in and just bulldoze you.
Balls.
Yeah, so it's not that I cower in the face of competition or anything like that, but I do understand my limitations as a real-time strategy player, and there's just a level that I understand that I can't compete at. So when it comes to these kind of games, I preferably I play against a computer, because the computer and we have an understanding. Whereas some 12-year-old South Korean kid that could defeat me in his sleep, we don't have an understanding, and he's gonna teabag my dead buildings as they burn.
Yeah, they'll just slander you in that goofy acrylic ass writing or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Oh, those kids are always fucking pain in the ass. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I just stuck to playing against a computer, playing with like a handful of friends I knew, or I'd stick to those custom maps and shit.
Yeah, I would make my own maps too, and they were good. They were good maps, and I would pass them out to friends, and we would all play. We'd all play LAN games.
Oh, nice. I miss being able to do that. I could
Yeah.
never figure out how to make a fucking map for the life of me in Fruit. And I
Oh, I
never
went
even
through it.
started sticking with StarCraft 2's maps, man.
Yeah, this was before YouTube, so you couldn't just go on YouTube and find tutorials for things like that. You'd actually had to hunt down message boards, StarCraft message boards, or other gaming message boards, and talk to real live people, and then they would give you tips on how to do this and how to program this, that, and the other. As far as I forget all the terminology, but there are certain, like I believe it's like events. There was orders of operation. Um, there were areas of the map you would key towards. Oh yeah, I so much I don't remember from all of that. I used to also make maps for Unreal Tournament, which sucked. My maps for Unreal Tournament kind of sucked because they're more experimental. I was doing a lot of crazy shit with them. I made one that was a multi-tiered map that was in the shape of a Union Jack. It had all the different layers, different cross layers. It
Nice.
had stairs that would go up and down towards the different layers, and there'd be big gaps. There was these walkways that were in the shape of all the different crosses that are put together for the Union Jack.
Uh-huh.
And there was a pit of acid at the bottom. So the strategy was that you would get to something like what was that weapon? It was like a laser that would knock you back. I can't remember what it was called, but you would use something like that, or the flat cannon,
Uh-huh.
or the missile launcher. So if you didn't have a direct hit on the guy, you could knock him off the platform. You would either fall down to the platform under it, the walkway under it, because there were all different thicknesses. Because it would look like, if you were looking down, it would look exactly like the Union Jack.
Huh.
So there were different thicknesses of the walkways, but if you were able to knock them down, they would either fall on the walkway underneath them, or they would fall into the acid.
Interesting.
Which was fun. Then I had one. This was really a bizarre one. It had this. It had two fighting areas, and there was separated by this long walkway. It was above this pit that was insanely deep, deep, and at the bottom of it was water. And there was a redeemer at the bottom as well. You could actually try to swim down and get the redeemer, and then you could fire it straight up through this really deep pit, and you could guide it up to where the fighting was. So if you knock somebody down, they managed to find where the redeemer was under the water. They could fire it up through the water, and they wouldn't know that they were dead until much later, when the missile actually would fly up through this chasm and like hit the walls or the ceiling above them, and everybody was dead.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, those were some fun times. But the problem was with making those maps was the pathing. The pathing that would actually guide the AI bots. That was always important, that you had a way for the AI bots to know where to go. Because when you create those things, the bots don't just automatically understand where to go, what to do, how to find the weapons, and go off and kill you. there's pathing all the way all over the place, and you don't really understand that until you see one that's already been pre-made. And when you get the toolkit, you can actually open up and modify existing maps within the Unreal Tournament, the Unreal Tournament files, and you'll see that there's pathing all over the place. It looks like a circuit board. There's so many paths all over the place, and these are AI paths that allow the bots to know where to go. It gives them movement, because if you don't give them paths, they'll just stand around and shoot at anything that's close to them. Which it doesn't. It's interesting, but it doesn't give them the same kind of life that you would expect from playing bots in a game like Unreal Tournament or any FPS, where you play against bots as opposed to like human players.
Interesting.
So,
what? Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Proceed.
I was just gonna say that I've been cleaning off my aunt's porch, and I found my PS Vita.
Nice.
Yep. I found my PS Vita. Let's see what games I have on it.
In China.
I have Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 2. Let's see here. Right now it's installing Final Fantasy 8.
Good game. Hard as
I have Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 9. Chrono Cross and Legend of Dragoon.
Oh, Legend of Dragoon's a classic. Great game. Great game. I remember that game when I was a kid. That was an awesome game.
So I
like Legend of Dragoon.
I still break out my PSP from time to time. Usually, the games that I play, Vice City Stories, The Warriors, Space Invaders Extreme, Mega Man Powered Up. Let's see, what else do I play? Sometimes Liberty City Stories, but those few games are the most I play. I got a copy of Ghost Recon Predator, which is not bad. It's not bad.
What's that game like?
It's a bit like the PC version, but it's scaled down, of course. The controls are that's the thing that you have to get a handle on first is the controls. They're a bit better than there was a Call of Duty game that was put out for the PSP, and that one the controls were a little strange to get used to. There was a Rainbow Six Vegas that was not too bad, though there's a sniper area that I can't really get past.
That happens.
Yeah, I'm looking through the Vita games on the PlayStation Store. I guess my ex decided he was going to make the password the same thing again. Because for a while there, it wasn't letting me log into the PlayStation Store because he changed his fucking password.
Download your stuff so you don't have to use the store.
Oh, no. He gave me access to his stuff because it was already registered to it.
I see.
And so, those games that I downloaded, he already paid for.
Ah, okay.
So now I need to get, gift card or $25 so I can download Final Fantasy X and X-2.
Oh, how would you want 10 too? It's like the Spice Girls. It's terrible.
Why do you think I fucking want it? I'm in love with pain.
But it's like the game of rusty nails that tries to look like a field of flowers.
I'm glad you think so. I fucking like it.
Okay.
What is
Final Fantasy X-2 is like...
Is it 10.2 or what? I don't understand.
No,
they took
like Final Fantasy X Part 2. It's supposed to be about a year after the main character from 10 defeats Sin.
But wouldn't they just call it 11?
No.
What they wanted to
11
do
was already in production, and 11 was on multiplayer online only.
Okay.
But I own 12.
12 was good. 12 and 13 were good.
I have 12 on for the PS2.
Yeah, I used to have that for the PS2 also. That was a good game.
So you're telling me that Final Fantasy X-2 is kind of like an interquel?
Yes.
Yeah, what they basically did, they decided that, all right, let's take Japanese pop, Spice Girls, and the thing of Rusty Nails and apply it to the basis of 10 since it did so well and try and make like a sequel after it that would like rake in cash on women. And it came off like Rusty Nails on chalkboard.
But I love it.
Hey, you want to spend money? It's all on you, man.
Well, I'm using your credit card.
Better be on your birthday or else there's no way in hell.
What about Christmas?
Maybe. I'd probably get you something better for Christmas than Rusty Nails on a chalkboard.
Final Fantasy X-2. Well, you learn something new every day. I was, apart from the first one, like the very first one, I haven't played any of the rest of the series.
6 is supposed to be 6, 7, and 8 are supposed to be pretty good, and 10 is supposed to be
8 sucks. 8 fucking sucks. I can't stand it. The only character in there I like is the bad character. It is the evil queen.
Oh.
In 8, I fucking love her. I hate the rest of the fucking characters. I hate the gameplay. It's when that's the game that they introduce the fucking card game.
Yeah.
And I hate that card game because to unlock certain things in both 10, or not 10, but in 8 and 9, you have to play that fucking card game.
It's not always easy.
That's why I hate it.
Yeah. That fell into that Yu-Gi-Oh trend because that was popular at the time. They did that, and Phantasy Star Online also did that, but oh my god, did Phantasy Star fuck the pooch on that royally.
I only played Phantasy Star when it was on Dreamcast.
I never played the one for Dreamcast. I played the one for GameCube. An old buddy of mine used to have, we used to play that religiously. We played Phantasy Star Online 3, Part 1 and 2. And we gave 4 a shot because we had like the whole pack, more or less. Because we got like 2, 3, and 4 as like one whole set that we were able to get.
Oh, cool.
And 4 was fucking god-awful because
apparently
it's like,
on the Vita, they made a Dragon Quest Builders. You get to build your own Dragon Quest quests.
Oh, cool. That's neat.
I was thinking.
Ooh, got some Dynasty Warriors.
Hell yeah.
There was a point in time where I was considering making new mods for a game called Neverwinter Nights.
Yep, heard of it.
That was a spectacular game. Yeah, if it's a really good old school. It's not quite. Well, I would. It's very similar to Diablo. It's not a pure dungeon crawl game in that sense, but it's close.
Interesting.
It straddles the line from your more garden variety third person, top down third person RTS games and your more pure dungeon crawl games like Diablo or Dungeon Siege or something like that.
Nice. There's this one game
Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 remaster, $24.99.
That's a fair price, actually.
Mm-hmm. 2 games for $25? Fuck yeah. Do you reckon you could use your credit card now?
Well, not this minute right now, but in due time, yes. Because, I mean, I know Final Fantasy is at least 10 is at least worth $20. 2, $5 sounds about right. Although, to be honest, I'd only pay $30.
You really are the best boyfriend. You know that?
Thank you.
You make me so happy right this moment.
Neverwinter Nights was. So I gotta take off in about 5 minutes, but Neverwinter Nights was made back in a time where studios weren't chomping at the bit to get out the latest iteration. They weren't like Microsoft with all the Assassin's Creed. They weren't like whatever studio is releasing Call of Duty games anymore. They weren't like EA trying to get out a new Madden every year. This was a studio that, when asked when they were getting their game out, they would say it'll be out when it's ready. And
nice, I like that.
They actually took over a year past what they projected to have their game out to actually get the beta out, and it was spectacular. When a studio has the attitude that they have to get the churn out substandard sequels and stuff like that, when they're they have this you got to strike while the iron is hot. If you let the iron get a degree cooler than it was a minute ago, then you have failed. You must get out the new sequel, or else you will have failed. No, the studio that put out Neverwinter Nights was, fuck that. It's going to take a little while longer for us to get it the way we want it to be and the way it needs to be. So yeah, it was over a year. So that was good. And I wish more studios were like that anymore, and they aren't, and that sucks, because then we get shitty games.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't want to work in the game industry, man. They're a bunch of lazy fucks.
Oh, and baby?
Yeah.
We got Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and the HD collection.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, 6, out of curiosity, do you know how to make games in Discord? Because I've had this crazy idea for a while that I ran past the Kekistan Burnside fans and they like the idea, but I am very ignorant on how to make games work in Discord.
I see people all the time. They're playing this game or playing that game. It reflects that in this little thing under their name on my friends list. I don't know exactly how that works. And I don't
sometimes that's them playing on Steam. You can connect your Steam to Discord.
I see.
Ah,
So I don't know how I don't know exactly how that works. I haven't done a lot of gaming in a long time, so I'm not really in that position to know. But I could ask around.
sure, because like I know you can make like little gambling games and card games and stuff like that, and I want to make. I had this crazy idea where I wanted to make something similar to Risk, or to like those old, just like one of those simple games where it's like attack and defend in a sense, where like it's still mostly text based in that, but I wanted to use like the in-game currency, or not the in-game currency, the fake currencies you can invent in Discord to actually run kind of like a kind of like a dungeon crawl shop and shit like that.
Hmm.
You can buy stuff in that and you know roll for this, roll for that, all sorts of stuff. Because I know there's like all sorts of D&D plugins and stuff and bots for like rolling dice and shit like that. But I wasn't sure if you could actually make a basic semi or mostly text-based game. Because like there's a bot coming up memes and do this and that. So I was like, what if we did like a Pakistan Risk thing or town defense or some type of shit like that? Because I wanted to make a game based off of the Backline series that we do. And the guys thought it was cool. It's on. I'm just like, cool idea, guys. I like the input and feedback from all these ideas, but I am fucking retarded with that. I don't know how to make.
Yeah. Well, I'll certainly ask it. I'll certainly ask around, see if anybody knows how to actually put something like that together. But
Cool.
I have work in the morning, so I got to take off here. You all have a great evening, and Merry Marchmas.
Very much, Miss Six. We'll see you around, man. Thanks.
Bye,
Later, Six.
humbug.
Take it easy.
See you around.
So they have Secret of Mana on here, and they have the Adventures of Mana. Adventures of Mana, I think, was like $10. Secret of Mana, they still want $30 for it. I've beaten that so many times.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question. How
Sure.
many states does it take to win the popular vote?
What do you mean?
Like, how many of these massively populated states would it take to win the popular vote?
You would have to win, like, if you're going popular vote for any general seat of office, it would have to be,
For
you
the
have to literally,
presidency?
for president?
Yeah, like how many states would it take to win the popular vote?
You would have
Minimum.
to, I'd say you'd have to win at least, let's see here. If I remember correctly, I believe you at least have to have about 20 or 30 of the states, because that's electoral as far as popular votes separated by state. That's not
Yeah, but
popular.
with the Democrats trying to abolish the electoral college, I'm curious about how few states it would take to win the popular vote.
Oh, that wouldn't fucking matter. All you'd really need is California, Illinois, maybe Texas,
And New York.
and
So,
everything else.
About
Fucking
4 out of 50 states.
yeah, 4 or 5 approximately. Because here's the thing about that communist bitch that wants to get rid of the electoral college. She wants
Pocahontas.
pure. Yeah, Pocahontas. Yeah, she wants pure, unbridled, unfiltered communism. They say it's democracy, but the way they're working it, no, it's fucking communism. It's communism under the guise of democracy, because they're going through pure democracy to get a pure dictatorship. And with how they're fashioning everything else, it's looking pretty fucking Bolshevik. Not gonna lie, because they're pissed off that Hillary lost because they could not rig the popular vote, and they could not use their superdelegates and their other Democratic Party swings to get all of the actual electoral college votes.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that Trump wins next year, also with a popular vote, just to watch the Democrats eat their own foot.
Certainly will. I'm hoping that he'll prevail.
Oh, the way they're going, I'm sure he'll win, but I just want him to also win the popular vote.
Well, technically, last time around, he won the popular vote, because if you were to actually go through the investigatory process and skim off the alleged voter fraud, then technically Donald Trump won not only the electoral but the popular as well.
Yeah, but
That's
the Democrats
why,
will never admit to that.
Of course they won't. Are you fucking kidding me? They're communists. No, their whole thing has been trying to import a new voting class, which is why they're trying to make immigrants the new slaves. You know, just like Pat was saying, you know, these
Or
motherfuckers
they're
get
trying
their
to make
penny.
citizenship pointless.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the latest thing that they're doing, this was a couple days ago, almost a week approximately, give or take, is a lot of these Democrats are going around and they're trying to incentivize just blanket, not only blanket amnesty, but blanket voting rights for immigrants because they're more American than regular Americans. David Knight did like this whole goddamn special on it. Because essentially in the southern states like Texas, maybe Florida, but I'm not sure completely because he mostly focused on Texas because, you know, that's where David Knight's specialty is. He knows what goes on along there. And Arizona, but I'm pretty sure it was Arizona. What they were attempting to do is they wanted to bring in all these caravans of people, and immediately after they get them registered, at least to a small degree, give them the right to vote so that they could stuff the ballots. Because that's literally the only trick they have left, is to launder as many votes as they can, and especially if they are able to get rid of the Electoral College and they only have the popular vote, they can win the popular vote unanimously because all they need to do is stuff the ballot. And if they get their communism going, where basically anybody that comes in under their party can have more rights because they are more equal than sovereign Americans like ourselves, then oh yeah, they can win year after year after year after year. You know, they'll be the one party to rule them all. You know, they'll be a true Chi-Com style dictatorship like they want to be. You know, especially how shit is in New York, they'll be able to absolutely sediment it into an absolute solid state, where it'll be almost akin to the Orwellian society, where it's, you know, all for the party, nothing for anyone else. Did I cut out?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. So for a moment, I heard some static or something, so I thought
All
I cut
right,
out
baby
first.
brother. It's 12:06. You gonna keep it going?
Yeah, I can call it a night.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go get a bite to eat in the next few here myself.
So, Tara, you got anything to shill?
Go watch the videos I posted. I posted one of strawberry picking at Rogers Farm and of the eagle getting rescued out of the Gulf of Mexico.
Burns, so you got anything to shill?
Well, within about the next month, maybe two tops, depending on how things go, we're looking forward to hopefully get the 8th Chronicle of Backline repealed and re-uploaded so that there won't be any trouble from these Mooyap motherfuckers or whoever they are, and also get Chronicle 9 done. Because we've got a good chunk of the film already done for 9. There's a handful of more things we want to do because we found a couple more spots that we can legally film at without a permit. Or at least, you know, last we checked anyways. You know, shit could always fucking change in this city. You know, Pritzker. But, you know, if things go as they should, then we'll hopefully have 9 done and we'll be working on a special project for Backline. And other than that, that's really about it.
No, the only thing I have to show is this channel, which only uploads something every Wednesday, usually.
Tune in, motherfuckers.
And ending